Well. I didn't expect to hear this, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, look, I've seen plenty of directors that where they go, their favorite actors go with them. Now, before I read this, I'm going to speculate as to who I think, if he is coming, who he could be playing. There's only two characters that I think that he could be playing if he does come. My first pick is Hal Jordan. Second pick is Aquaman. Okay? He's actually funny enough to be the Flash if they were to get rid of Ezra. He's actually a funny dude. Like the way he talks, the way he is, he's funny enough to be the Flash. Years and years ago, before they made Ryan Reynolds Hal Jordan, I was like, he's perfect as the Flash. And I remember hearing that actually was what Ryan Reynolds wanted to play. Ryan Reynolds wanted to play the Flash at one time. That's what I heard. And when I heard that, when you look at his, especially his body in Blade 3, Blade Trinity, I was like, he's got that angular, lean, muscular build for the Flash, and he's hilarious. He's got that Wally Westness about him, definitely. But here's another dude that's funny enough to be the Flash. I think it's one of those three, but I think it's Hal Jordan. I highly doubt Superman. There's a lot of people. No, there's not. Let me take a step back. There's only certain people I could see playing Superman. Certain people look like Superman. They have that Superman feel. Could he do it? I would say probably. After seeing Terminal List, I know he could be serious. He could probably play that noble character and everything, but I just don't see him as Superman. And if he's going with a younger Superman, him and Henry Cavill are probably around the same age. So I don't see that being the case. So let me see here. Chris Pratt, age 43. I got 2 years on him. That's funny. Henry Cavill, age. I got a few years on him. He's 39. Interesting. So that's what I think. So it says here on the direct, Chris Pratt will probably join the new DC universe as James Gunn. DC Studios CEO James Gunn revealed he expects Chris Pratt and other members of the Guardians of the Galaxy to join his new DCU slate. Gunn spent much of the last decade working in the superhero game, and he has made plenty of friends along the way, and the talent he has collaborated with at both Marvel and DC. The Guardians of the Galaxy cast, particularly, has turned into something of a family, both on and off the screen. When Gunn first took the jump over to DC, he brought Guardians of the Galaxy veterans Michael Rooker and Sean Gunn with him for the Suicide Squad. And even in coming back to Marvel for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, his DC collaborators, can't pronounce that, and Daniela Melchior, whatever, both came along for the ride. So now Gunn is set to stick around at DC Studios to serve as the architect. I am the architect of the next DCU slate. Many are wondering which of his Marvel comrades might be joining him for the ride, especially now that Volume 3 will be bringing the tale to an end for this roster of the Guardians. Chris Pratt might jump ship to DC. In a recent interview with Empire, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 director and DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn hinted that Star-Lord actor Chris Pratt, along with several other Guardian stars, will probably join his superhero universe. Gunn listed off several actors from his Guardians of the Galaxy list, like his family, before revealing that he expects to reunite with them down the line, probably as DC Studios CEO. Quote, The cast are like my family. I cannot tell you how close I am to Chris Pratt and Palm and Dave and Zoe and Karen. But I also know I will work again with all of those people individually again, probably at my other job. Director also noted that while finishing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is currently his day job, planning out his DCU slate has been more of a very healthy part-time job that there's at least another 40 to 60 hours a week. Woo! Woo! Over the years, the Guardians of the Galaxy have truly become a family, with that bond only growing closer over the years and NCU appearances. Clearly, that dynamic also translates to the cast and crew in the real world who have stuck by each other through controversies and even James Gunn's short-lived firing. With the Guardians of the expected to bow out of the MCU, which I don't like. In just a few short months, the group will be much freer to take on other roles and commitments. I don't know why they gotta kill them off. It's pissing me off. You can keep them alive. Now that their close friends will be leading his own superhero studio, it makes sense. So yeah, I mean, hey, I could see that. And if they're gonna bring him into DC, I really see him as Hal Jordan, or the other dude. What's his name? The other Green Lantern. I always forget his name. But I definitely see Hal Jordan with him. But post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed this news and my take, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!